This is Great Lakes D&D, here to bring you episode numero 2. I am Devin, the Dungeon Master, here obviously with the crew.
I am Joel, I play Chopper.
This is Shaggy, and I play Ace.
Luffy. And I'm Mason.
I'm Josh, and my name's Salix.
Sweet. Alrighty, boys. To do a quick recap, where you guys were last episode, you guys woke up in the ship, and you guys took a quick look around and realized that the ship has been crashed. You guys do not know where you're at. You guys successfully were able to not only escape your pods, but also escape the ship after the reserve power depleted down to nothing. Upon which you guys made your way outside of the ship and figured out that a exploration shuttle is a little bit north of the ship, and it looks to be damaged. You guys noticed your surroundings a little bit, took that all in, and seen a set of footprints that were leading east. And at the end of the episode, with the direction of Luffy, you guys decided to start following the footsteps. Now, currently where you guys are at is beginning to walk east. You guys are making your way through this essentially like canyon slash desert, following what looks to be like footprints. Ace, being who he is as a ranger, I'm assuming as you guys begin to start following these prints, Ace kind of takes another look at them and kind of takes in a little bit of details, and I'm going to have you roll an investigation check. With a 9, you can't determine what kind of prints these are, whether they're human, whether they're animal. All you can tell is that there's imprints in the sand that appear to be frequent enough to be a set of prints, but they do look like they've been covered up, like they've been here for quite a while.
Luffy, you think you can detect magic?
Well, I can only do it within the 30-foot radius of us. And
Judging by what's around us, there ain't nobody else out here with us.
yeah.
We either need to keep going, or we go check out the Explorer, see why it's damaged.
Or see how badly it's damaged?
I think we go back to the little shuttle and see if there's any supplies that we can take with us.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay. So you guys double back after thinking for a moment and go back to where Chomper noticed that there was an exploration shuttle. Now, pretty much north of the ship, where it crashed, you can see that there was, almost looks like to be one of the shuttles like flung during the crash, and it landed pretty much against like the face of these rock side mountains, and it looks to be bashed up and damaged. Underneath of it, it's basically sitting in like piles of sand. Now, I'm gonna have all of you roll a perception check.
I rolled a 16.
It's going to be an 11.
3.
So, out of all the rolls,
Mine's 19 total.
Or no, wait, sorry. I got a 5 because I have proficiency in it, but it's -2, and I got +2.
what a boost. Everybody kind of like looks at the shuttle and is just kind of happy to see that one of the shuttles looks manageable. Like it's not quite as damaged as like the main ship is. Salix, you take a moment and look at it, and judging by the sand that's covering it, you can see that the ship looks like it's been sitting there for quite a while. So you guys walk up on this shuttle. Now this shuttle is small, only big enough to fit like a couple of you. You can see like the side door that would like open up and let out the drone that would go drill for beryllium. You can see that door is kind of like dented in, and you guys probably can't get through there. You guys can see that basically the viewing window that's on the front of the ship, or I should say the shuttle, is completely cracked and blown out. And you guys can see that one of the wings looks like it's pretty much gone. You guys can also see, judging by Salix's roll, that the sand has now began to like cover up the ship, kind of. So there's a little section of it. Obviously, the front of it's still sticking out. Part of the door, the side door, you guys can still see a little bit.
So it looks like I was wrong. We have been here for a while. We need to find Jack to get these fixed. We only have one set of footprints leading away, so I say we follow them.
I'm down. Let's go.
You don't want to check out the ship first?
Let's do it, but we need to follow those tracks eventually.
So
we're already here. We might as well check for food or water and supplies.
So Ace, suggesting you guys go check out the ship, kind of starts making his way towards the only entrance that really looks visible, which is the blown out, basically, viewing window on the face of the ship. Now I'm going to have you roll a acrobatics to see how well you climb through the window.
It's going to be an 8.
With a solid 8, you go to climb through this window, and you actually take... I need my dice for the first time. The Dungeon Master for the first time is making a roll, which is not good for you guys. Let me roll my d4. You take 2 damage from the shards of leftover window that are still there.
Oh shit, I cut myself. You guys gotta be careful, it's sharp in here.
As you kind of slide past a piece of glass and kind of slice yourself, you flop into the interior of the ship. Now, the interior of the ship, you can see, is covered in sand. There's sand basically everywhere, covering up computers, covering up the interior, like a thin layers all over the floor. You kind of look towards the rear of the ship where the drilling drone would be. The drilling drone is completely destroyed. It basically got thrashed in the back of the ship and is now laying in just a heap of rubble.
What do you see in there, Ace?
Not a whole lot, man. Everything's covered in dirt.
Anything we
rubble.
can take?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go in a little further.
As Ace walks in a little bit further, I'm going to have you roll a perception check. He's got a 14.
14.
That just beats him. With a 14, Ace is starting to like shift around sand as the rest of the crew kind of watches him through the broken viewing window at the face of the ship. He's starting to dust off electronics and stuff and trying to see, like, tapping buttons, seeing if there's computers working or anything like that. But ultimately, it looks like the ship is completely out of power. Now, as you begin to look around, you see at the rear of the ship, there is a tiny orb of light laying in the rubble that was the drilling drone.
I'm gonna go ahead and get on our radio and open up a channel to these guys.
So, you guys standing outside the ship see Ace disappear into the darkness that is the inside of the ship. And all of a sudden, from your guys' collars, you guys kind of hear this. Alright guys, I'm heading towards the back of the ship. And you all kind of like exchange a look, like you weren't fully aware that you guys had radios, but now you do. So,
That's neat.
So you walk towards the back of the ship, and as you do this, you see this orb laying in the sand and in the rubble.
I'm gonna go ahead and dust it off and try and see what it is and maybe pick it up.
Alright. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. It's a 3.
A Constitution? It's a 4.
With a
It's
4.
a 4, baby.
You reach down to grab this orb. You feel your fingers wrap around it, and as you do, you almost feel like you're not picking up a solid piece of something. It almost just feels like you're reaching into like a fog, kind of, but your fingers get kind of hot, and as soon as you touch it, you all of a sudden like see the darkness closing in on your peripherals, like you're gonna pass out.
I drop it immediately. I'm gonna call for Luffy. Luffy, I found something in here, and it tried to kill me, I think. You gotta come check this out, man.
Try to kill you? What you talking about?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I don't know. You gotta come check it out.
Why me? I'm a fucking bard, bro.
You gotta check it out for magic or something, dude.
It's magic?
Yeah, I think.
Like magically try to kill you?
I think so. I don't know.
All
Gotta,
right.
everybody come.
To say, like,
Everybody,
I think,
everybody just come in here real
how
quick.
bad did that glass hurt you, Ace? Do you think
Yeah.
maybe the raccoon should jump in there with you?
Yeah,
He could probably squeeze by
he could give that a shot.
that glass really easy.
Yeah, let's try that.
Before I go in there,
He's not
Luffy,
scared of
can you
anything.
please do magic detect?
Yeah,
Just to see if
I can
it's
definitely magic detect for sure within 30 feet of me for sure. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Roll for Arcana.
17, 19.
So with a 19, you guys look as Chomper asks him to do detect magic, and you guys see kind of he's doing that similar thing, and you guys feel your hair kind of stand up. Ace inside the ship feels his like feathers ruffle just a little bit, like there's almost like a wave of something that just passed through him. And Luffy, as you do this, you have images in your mind of people putting the ship together, and you get this sense in your mind that whatever's inside the ship has a lot of arcane energy inside of it, almost like it was powering something.
Okay.
I think you might have just touched an energy source of some sort there.
So that's the stuff that's been powering our ship.
Oh, you know, it could be something. I might want to come in there and try to pick it up for you, since I have an advantage against that type of shit.
Yeah, give that a shot. Scratch the glass.
Then as he's walking in, I'm gonna climb on top of our ship that crashed,
Yeah.
just so I get like an overview of everything.
Okay, so Chomper decides to go and get like an overwatch stance basically on the top of the ship, which is smart because you guys don't know where you're at, don't know what's around you and stuff like that. Luffy, roll for acrobatics.
It's gonna be 13.
13. With a 13, you climb in and you just barely nick yourself. You take 1 damage. You make your way towards where you've seen Ace disappear to. As you walk back there, you see this orb of glowing energy. It's glowing with like a copperish gold color, and you can see basically like it's almost not like a physical object, like not a sphere or anything. It's just kind of like a ball of energy.
Anybody got mage hand?
I'm not an age, sorry.
What is magic?
Okay, I'm just gonna try to pick it up then. Goes for
Alright,
that.
make a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
It's gonna be a 14.
14?
Yeah.
With 14, you wrap your fingers around the edges of it, you pick it up, and you feel your fingertips and your fingers grow hot as they kind of disappear into this ball of light. And as you do this, you kind of feel like that wave, and you see for just a split second in your peripherals that like you're kind of rocking on your feet, and the darkness is starting to close in a little bit, but then you kind of get your bearings, and you are able to hold it.
Okay.
You can roll
For history?
You can roll an invest. Yeah, I'll have you roll a history because you'd be able to see what it actually is now. You can roll with advantage now as well.
Okay. Maybe a 22.
Ooh, with a 22. You pick it up and you kind of take in the surroundings of where you just picked it up from. You see the rubble of the drilling drone that was there, and you can see that this is the energy source that was powering the drilling drone. Like, whatever was holding it inside is now broken, and this thing kind of just like evaporated out and just kind of collected in this small spot. But you also could see that sand was beginning to like cover it kind of, so it is affected by physical things, but it's not actually like a physical object. So
Okay. So anyway, so we can't put it back into the drill as of right now?
the drone is completely destroyed.
Oh, it's fucking...
Yep.
Okay. What should we do with this, guys?
Probably just leave it here for now, man.
I think we should leave it here for somebody to
It's
pick
been
up.
sitting here anyway for however long, so
Can I put it in my bag?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Put
can
it in
definitely
my
keep
bag.
it with you.
Yeah, let's just put it
I
in my
guess
bag.
if you got a spot for it, man, go ahead and carry it with us. It might
Yeah.
come in handy.
Definitely, you can definitely keep it with you for
Something.
now.
Yeah, let's put it in my bag. Dude, I can throw it at somebody and they'll black out. At least.
So, as you put it in your bag, you kind of feel like that, as you kind of like let go of it and put it into something, you can kind of feel like that wave of whatever was going through that made you like uneasy, now it kind of disappears and you feel perfectly fine. So, you guys kind of take a look around. There's nothing really left in the ship. You guys exit.
You guys see anything else in here that might be useful?
I didn't detect anything else with the magic detect.
Let's get out of here. Then.
We're in a desert, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta locate animals and plants so I can find Joel.
What's the range on it?
5 miles.
Oh my gosh. You can find Joel, I can pick him up.
Now, I'm gonna
So
say...
what if I do that right fucking...
I'm gonna
Oh wait,
say...
no, I need a bit of fur. How do
Yes.
we get that shit? How do we get the stuff for my rituals and shit?
So basically, if you want to perform something like that, like when you interact with a monster and kill it, you can take a piece of that and you can keep it with you. And then now from that point on, when you cast that ritual, you'd be able to detect any other monsters of that sort in the nearby area. Or any like monsters like close in that like bloodline or like what it would be.
Yeah, we can just keep going for now.
So do you guys exit the ship?
Let's get out of here, dude. There ain't shit else here.
So I'm guessing you guys kind of start working your way out of the ship. Everything kind of looks covered in sand. There doesn't really look to be anything else in here. The drone is completely messed up, and the ship looks to be in worse condition than what you guys thought. Or the shuttle, I should say. So you guys... Ace climbs out of the ship. Now noticing where the glass is, he kind of sneaks around it, gets by it without hurting himself. Luffy takes one last look at the interior of the ship. Roll for perception.
Be a 7.
But the 7, you don't see anything. So you two climb out. You guys climb out of the ship. You guys are back in the desert. And you guys see Chomper on top of the crashed Ocarias Hope.
Did you guys find anything?
Got some orb of energy that can almost black me out, but that's about it.
That can be useful.
Alright, I don't know what for, but we got her.
Do you guys want to head down towards the footprints now?
Yeah, let's just follow them suckers.
Alright, I'll meet you over where it starts.
Okay. You guys all meet at where the footprints kind of start. Ace kind of kneels down again and kind of takes notice of where the footprints are and where they're leading, and you guys begin to walk and follow the footprints. You guys walk for, seems to be quite a while. But you guys are walking for probably what seems like an hour. So you guys are walking for quite a while. You guys begin walking, and as you guys get closer, you guys can see a small oasis in the distance, or at least like a small body of water. And there seems to be a single tree standing there with no leaves. But you guys continue on following the footprints, and as you guys do, you guys grow closer, finally reach the edge of this small oasis. Now, all of you, roll perception.
Not 20.
Nat 20. With a natural 20, all of you kind of take a look around. You guys reach this oasis, see that it's a decent looking body of water, and being that you guys were all in like hibernation sleep, you guys are pretty parched. All of you kind of like look towards the water, and Luffy, first off, kind of reaches down to the water and like touches it for a second and kind of smells it and basically says it's safe. So you guys begin drinking. So you guys kind of take like a couple sips of it. And as you guys start drinking from it, Luffy kind of takes a look around at the prints and notices that the prints kind of lead towards like the wall of the canyon. He starts noticing that the rubble and everything that's laying there, it appears that this part of the canyon looks to be at once like an opening, but it looks like it collapsed. So basically what you're seeing, Luffy, is it looks like it would have been a crevice that would have been walkable or passable through, and the prints lead all the way up to the edge, but it looks like over time it collapsed in on itself.
Okay. Yo, you guys, looks like the prints go to that collapsed cave. So we're either gonna have to get through that somehow, or go back to that open cave that we saw back there.
I'll
An hour
say
back.
with a natural 20, you can pretty much see that from the way it's collapsed, it's become impassable.
Impassable.
Yes.
Not even we can blow that shit up.
Nope.
I think our best bet here, guys, is to fill up whatever we can with water and head back to the open cave.
Yep. We all have canteens.
Everybody top off on water, and we'll alright, head back to that cave.
So each of you top off your water and you guys begin heading back. Kind of now without really an obvious direction, because the only obvious direction you guys had were the footprints, but now you guys are kind of just spitballing at this point. As you guys begin to walk away from the oasis, You guys get probably like 20 minutes into this walk, and now you guys are pretty much away from the oasis and back in between like these tall canyon walls. And all of a sudden, from behind you, you hear what kind of sounds almost like the movement of sand, and like you all kind of turn for a second and see that the tree that was resting next to the small little oasis has now somehow moved and is now probably about 10 feet behind you guys.
What the hell?
Y'all fucking see this shit?
Yeah.
What's going on with that tree?
Should we just shoot it right now?
I'm gonna walk up to it.
Don't walk up to it.
Don't
I don't
walk
think
up
Don't
to
do that.
that.
I don't
would
think that's a
not
good
do that.
idea.
I'm gonna walk up to it.
I think
I
your
think we
two
shoot it.
wars have given you too big of balls.
How far away is it?
He's about 10 feet away from you guys.
All of us?
Yeah.
You guys just watch my back.
Okay, then hold on. I'm
I'm
using
gonna-
Bardic Inspiration on
You're
you.
too close to fire.
I'm using Bardic Inspiration on you,
You have to be
which gives you 1d6 plus any check that you want. So if you're gonna walk up there, I'm gonna give you that just in case.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up to it slowly.
Chomper walks up to this tree that appears to be following you guys. And as he does this, the tree, you guys see the sand begin to move at the base of the tree, and it begins to like retreat just a little bit as you're walking towards it.
I whip out my pistol and I shoot the tree before Joel even gets close to it. Once I
As
see
you,
the
as you whip out the pistol, and Chomper is essentially walking towards the tree, and the tree is kind of retreating. The tree somehow must have taken notice, and all of a sudden you see the branches kind of all go straight up, and from somewhere the tree kind of says, "No, please, no, don't shoot. God, don't."
Who are you?
What are you?
All of a
this tree?
sudden, the trunk of this tree, the bark begins to twist into a face, and you guys see that this is somehow an alive tree that is now standing there, branches straight up. Please, no, just don't shoot. I was told you guys were gonna be here at some point.
Who
Please.
told you?
How did you know we were gonna?
Some short fellow with a triangle on his chest. He told me you guys were gonna wake up at
Where
some
did he
point.
go?
Which way?
And you see the branches point behind, back towards the oasis. He walked through. That was once a canyon that continued that way, but you guys have been gone a long time.
How long?
How long since I've seen?
Him. How long since you've seen him?
Did you see our ship crash? How long ago was it?
150 years?
150 years, huh?
I'd say you guys are, 150 years. I'd say I got this line like probably 20 years ago, and this right here, this carving right here, that was 150 years ago. Your buddy did that to me.
How long were you gonna follow us before you said anything or did anything?
I guess until you guys kind of noticed.
Do you know a way to get through that, like to get to the other side of that crossing that's not through them rocks?
As far as I know, there's no way. The only way that I know to get out of this canyon is there's a cave that's further west. I know of that opening. That's pretty much the only opening, really.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna javelin spear him right now.
What? Whoa, Jay! For real? Like,
Yeah, sorry, dude. You're sorry.
why?
I'm
I'm a
out here
friend
to.
of your friend.
It seems that you said he gave you that carbon, so obviously you're not really his friend. But he probably just beat you and made you tell us this.
He carved me here so you guys would see it.
Wait, Luffy, let's ask him some more questions before you kill him.
What other questions do we need to get to?
Oh god, you guys are gonna kill me. Oh god.
What other questions do we need? Boys,
Does that guy,
give me
did
some
that guy
info
tell
here.
you anything else?
He told me you guys.
What's
Your
in that
life
cave?
depends on it right now, so I would tell you everything you think is important.
Okay,
to tell
okay,
us.
okay. I'll tell you everything. Alright. I was just standing here at this oasis, and this oasis has been here a long time. It was full of dirty water, and your buddy came through, and we did some sort of weird thing and made the water clean, said you guys were going to need it, and now ever since then, I've been able to grow, stay healthy, and the water's been clean for you guys. He basically walked over here, carved his name into my back right here, basically said, when you guys show up, either you guys would find this, or I have to show you this. That way, you guys wouldn't kill me. He says you guys were a bunch of space traveling warriors, basically coming here for some reason. I don't know what reason. He didn't elaborate.
I'm pretty bloodthirsty. That's probably why.
He did say that you were pretty bloodthirsty. He said there was a prince that was kind of cocky and bloodthirsty. But
watch it.
His words,
Watch
not
it.
mine. His
Watch
words.
it.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Branches go straight up.
Where are we? What planet is this?
You guys are on Delphia.
We made it to Delphia.
Wait, that's where
That's
our
where we're
fucking
supposed
goal
to
is?
go.
He said you guys were coming here. I don't know why.
Where are there people at?
Yeah, where's the nearest civilization?
The nearest spot from here, I think there's a town or something that's probably south, but I don't really know where the cave's gonna spit you out at. It's really gonna depict on you guys where you guys go out of the cave.
Okay.
Do you know anything of a meteor hitting Ocaria?
No, I'm just a
You
tree.
know nothing?
I'm just a tree that stands here.
I'm just asking questions.
I was supposed to die a long time ago, but your friend cast something on me that kept me alive.
Okay.
So,
Well, since our friend helped you out, it's time for you to help us out. Will you follow us?
Do you know where any Delphians are? Or is that where they,
the people of this planet,
Yes.
are all the people named Delphians? Do you know that?
everybody that lives here, I'm assuming on Delphia is essentially a Delphian.
Okay.
I'm considered a Delphian, so I mean.
Okay, definitely now I'm javelin throwing you.
Wait, what?
No,
what
it
is
doesn't
this
matter
about?
anymore.
Wait. We're all huddled up now, and we're gonna talk about this while the tree can't hear.
Alright,
So you guys kind of
Stay
like,
there.
I'm
You guys
gonna
pull
watch
him
the
back.
I'm watching the tree.
All of you guys kind of like pull
They
Luffy,
all go together. I'm just staring at them.
and as you guys pull Luffy back, as he's like working towards
He
getting his
killed my
javelin out,
people!
Chomper stands at the rear of the group and keeps an eye on the tree.
Okay.
Now you guys standing in a huddle.
He's a Delphian, boys.
I get that you don't
Why,
like him,
why are you having mercy? They killed half of our
but
planet.
we can make him come
They
with us.
killed our whole planet. They had no discrimination.
Yeah, but he'll
towards
lead us to more.
No, he just told us where to go. What are we gonna? He told us.
I say
all
you
the
follow
death
behind
strikes.
him with your javelin,
And you can
ready
watch
to go.
I
And the
am.
minute he makes the wrong move, you can do what you want.
Alright.
You get.
Is there any more information you can tell us about this planet?
I already asked him to give us.
Yeah,
all
we already got all
There's
of
a
that.
lot of people on this planet, and I know right now that the clockworkers are working diligently on this planet to try and change the face of it, and I know a lot of us living creatures are really pissed about it. That's the only thing I know.
Why are you pissed about it?
Because the clockworkers are basically trying to make us all into robots.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I say we head to the cave in the west.
Yep.
And make this tree go first.
The tree kind of looks around and says, I can put my branches down?
Yes.
Put your
yes,
branches
you can.
on, but I'm
Alright,
keeping my
alright.
javelin up.
So, guys, I found out that this is called Brass Canyon, where we're at right now.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Alright, yeah, let's go.
Point us in the direction of the cave.
Yep, we're gonna walk to the cave with him in the front.
The tree looks at you guys and says, I can only go so far.
How far can you go?
I can literally go, like, pretty much half the distance through this canyon, and then my root system ends.
Okay, easy. There's no mercy. I'm literally gonna shove. I see his face. I'm gonna take my javelin and stab him in the face.
Oh my god. Everybody roll initiative.
21.
Okay.
15.
Everybody write down your numbers.
I got
So
a
you got a
19.
19. Okay, so Shaggy, what's yours? 21.
19.
19. Joel.
15.
15. Mason.
15.
15. Tree is. It is a 17 natural.
Yep.
Now roll an attack roll to see, or
Yeah,
sorry, Luffy, if you actually
That's gonna be a natural 18.
natural 18.
Yeah.
So you definitely hit.
Yeah, that's what I said.
What's your
It's gonna be. I'm just gonna use like the regular pure physical spear. So it's gonna be. It's gonna be 15 damage.
15 damage?
Okay, I am gonna be like, you are no use to us, you stupid tree, and your people, your planet, destroyed half of my people. So I'm sorry, but our people. Whoa.
In mid-combat, you
You're
guys
not
are
really
looking at
people.
each other.
My existence?
Our world.
I mean, it killed most of my people.
This tree seeing that you have your javelin out is kind of like, listen, I just.
And then I'm now after just mid-convert argument between me and Joel, I'm just gonna
Okay,
stab him
so
right
you
in between the eyeballs.
basically
Chomper,
plunge a javelin right into this trunk. You basically land it right above his head. The tree kind of now struck, takes 15, and you can see like he kind of stumbles back just a little bit, and his arms now are still kind of raised, and he says, "What? Your buddy said you guys were gonna be nice. Like what? I don't
Can't
understand
help us anymore.
What?
Your
You guys just
buddy's
kill
not
anybody
wrong.
that doesn't help anymore?
Yeah,
That's
that
what
came
we were
from the
told.
planet of Delphi. Sorry,
What is
buddy.
the beef between Delphia and
Like I said before, when I asked you about the meteor, someone on Delphia sent a meteor.
It's
and it
probably the Clockworkers,
hit.
man.
Well, we're gonna find out who it is.
Right
Sorry,
now
you're
we
the
have
first
no
one you came
information.
across.
We can't. It can't.
So technically next in initiative would be Shaggy. Shaggy, do you choose to attack?
As well, man.
Yeah.
You're no use to us, tree.
How is the tree looking?
He doesn't say anything.
Perfectly
so.
fine.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. Okay.
What's your attack?
Let me go ahead and pull out my laser rifle and I'll sling it.
Okay.
You go ahead and fire straight.
11.
11 plus. What would it be?
Your attack.
It's gonna be. Yeah, 11.
You take your rifle, kind of do like a quick scope, and you see a blast of energy go shooting off past this tree, and this tree goes. Gee! This is the. You see him begin to back up, and now he begins to retreat back to the oasis where he was originally at.
Okay,
As he begins to run away, somebody can now take an opportunity attack, which next in line would be Sailors.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my laser pistol.
What's the range on it?
40,
You hit, because he's not quite moved away yet.
12.
You do 12. You hit this tree square in the back, and you can see that it's blasted a hole into him. This tree is starting to look a little messed up. You can see he's still like kind of shudders with the action of the laser blast hitting him and continues to retreat back to the oasis. Next in line, it would be Chomping.
So how far away is the tree at the moment?
The tree after that has now moved, and I'd say probably you guys are trying to close the distance, so he's probably like 40 feet away.
Okay.
I look over to Chomper and be like, hey man, you like explosives?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When they wasn't looking, I smuggled some grenades up there with us. Here, take this and throw it at them.
You just got my good side.
Okay. So you toss this grenade, and me as the tree have to try and make a dexterity save of 15 or higher.
And when he throws this, y'all might want to get your heads down.
That is 11, and my dex is a -2.
Ooh.
It definitely hits.
Let's go.
Roll the damage for that.
Grenade, that has to be a lot.
It is.
Taking 5d6 piercing damage.
So roll 5d6. Each of us at the table right now roll a d6.
Oh.
Ooh, 6. Got a 2.
I got a 3.
4. Hang on.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
4, 6. This tree is looking rightfully messed up. You
Good
guys
job
can
with the
see
nade.
this grenade lands pretty much right behind him, and it blasts him pretty much further towards the oasis, but you guys can see that there's a decent chunk of like his like trunk and his branches have fallen off, and now he is like shambling towards this
got another
oasis.
one?
Unless you use
I'm
range
using a
weapon.
laser pistol.
Okay, shoot him.
Do I automatically hit?
Is that a bonus
Good
action?
He's still turned away and moving away, so yeah.
Okay, so I just
would
gotta
say
roll,
so.
do the dice. 17 damage.
Damn, he's gonna be dead.
You blast him, and as you blast him, you see this tree collapse just shy of the oasis as you guys are running towards him. You walk up onto him, Chomper, as this tree kind of turns towards you, and now you guys can see like sap beginning to come out of his mouth, and he's like struggling to breathe.
I'm sorry I had to end like this, but your usefulness is right out.
You know, after I talked to your friend, I think his name was Jack, he said you guys were just gonna be trying to find him. You didn't say you
I
guys
pull my pistol
were
out.
gonna.
Put him out of his misery.
Yeah, you should. Now the tree's dead.
Alright, let's go to the cave, boys.
As you make your journey back, you guys approach the cave. You guys pass by the crash site and everything like that, and you guys make your way to the entrance of the cave. As you guys walk up to the entrance of the cave, you guys, on your way there, pass by and notice again that pathway that's like southwest of the crash site. I'm assuming you guys continue towards the cave, correct?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I want to go in the cave.
I want to check out that passageway south. If it's
Wait,
ends up,
yeah, he did say
if
this
it-
town was to the south.
yeah, so if it ends up being just rocks, we can go through the cave. But if that leads to the town,
He did say the town was to the south.
You have
He
a
did.
point.
South.
South.
We're going south.
You guys take a detour. You guys kind of look at that pathway a little bit, think, all kind of exchange a look, like maybe there's something down there, and you guys begin to walk down there. As you guys walk, for what seems to be like another few hours, you guys are now like taking a couple of drinks out of your water skins, and as you guys approach an opening, you guys can see a giant chasm blocking you guys from getting any further.
How big is the...
How far down can we see?
Luffy. As you walk up to the edge of this chasm, you take a look down, and you see the rock side disappear into darkness.
How far wide is the chasm? From one, side to the other?
The chasm is looking to be probably about, I'd say probably 45 feet.
45 feet. Well, you guys think I could throw Chomper across this? If you would
45
want.
I mean, honestly, we could.
I have 50 feet of rope. If you want to go ahead and tie that to him, just to make sure he doesn't go
That's
all the way down.
perfect.
And we can make a bridge afterwards so we can climb over.
fuck it.
Let's do it.
So, you guys begin to secure rope to Chomper, and as you do this, who's throwing them?
I am.
If
What's
I
your
drop
strength?
down there,
Who's got the most strength
I have
right now?
Would animal help handling?
No,
No, it's
not
gonna be
best.
pure strength.
You're not doing this out of kindness.
if I go down to the chasm, you guys better get me.
You know what would make this a lot easier, guys? We don't quite know what the gravity's like here, but I could try flying across.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you can fly, can't you?
I can give it a shot. We don't know what the atmosphere is like, but I can try.
I forgot you got wings, buddy.
I wouldn't
And
go
they're right
over
there.
it just
You
yet.
just tie this
You
rope to
have
me just in
wings,
case.
but they're inside of your exosuit.
Oh,
I can't fly with this
shit.
suit
But
on.
we don't need it.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
have to ditch
technically
this
need
suit, boys, so hang on to this for
Okay,
me.
we will. For sure.
Roll
Alright, we can
for acrobatics with disadvantage.
I'm not gonna fly over this thing yet. I'm gonna just test. Give her the old
Just
test.
kind of
test
tip up
flight
and see
it. With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
So
you're
you're
gonna
roll
roll
performance. Acrobatics plus 3, so 14. Right? Yeah, 14 total. Oh, 15.
15?
15.
With a 15, you kip up, and now suitless are standing there in almost what looks to be just kind of like black, like long johns. They're like pressure pants essentially that are underneath of your suits. This is what you were wearing essentially when you woke up. You kip up, go to use your wings, and you notice for some reason your wings aren't working.
Well, it's worth a shot, guys. Maybe the atmosphere is different here or something. I don't know.
You can roll, I'll just say an investigate, just to kind of see what the hell's going on.
It's an 8.
With an 8, I'll say just because it's your body, you kind of are getting the feeling like it's been a long while since you've flown. You didn't really do it when you were in the military because you kind of had to follow orders and stuff like that, and because of how long you've been asleep, it kind of feels like when you go to use your wings aren't reacting.
I'm feeling a little weak here, boys. This might not work right now.
Alright, so
We might have to throw Chomper instead.
I think we should throw him.
Here's the rope, man. Give it a shot.
So you guys,
I secure the rope around me.
I'll put my
Throw
suit
him.
back on.
I think I have a pretty decent strength modifier.
Yeah, you probably do. I might
you
too.
are a
I'm
barbarian,
I am
yeah.
barbarian.
Yeah.
Salix might have the highest strength.
I have a +9.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got a +3.
He's trapped.
And I'm a bar.
What's your?
I don't know.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
dude,
Yeah,
my
that's
stats
what
are
I'm
out of this
saying.
world.
Wow. Okay, he's got the highest. So I'm gonna have you roll I'll have you roll an athletics check.
No
Plus
way.
3.
Plus 3.
But because you're kind of like trying to throw like essentially like a creature, I'm gonna have you roll with disadvantage.
Okay. 13. Come on. 16. So that's gonna be a 22.
22?
Yep.
With a 22, you launch Chomper across. Chomper flying through the air, launches over this chasm, and lands in the sand on the other side. As he lands in the sand on the other side, he hits the ground, rolls for a bit, and lands directly in front of what looks to be a pile of bones.
Guys,
What?
you just threw me on top of a pile of bones.
Get over it and tie that rope
Okay, yeah,
off.
tie us to something so we can get over. Stop crying because you
Is there anything-
bounce. I thought I was supposed to be in the
There's nothing in the nearby area that you can tie them to.
Use that dude's bones, man.
Oh, dude, yeah. Try to, like, somehow use the bones
Use them as
to
a stake.
anchor it. Yeah, stake them in.
I'm using his femur bone, and I'm
Now-
gonna use the
Sort
head to
out.
hammer the femur bone into the ground.
What I'm gonna
Tight like
say
handle.
is that you used. Who's got javelins?
I do.
One of you guys used a javelin and sunk it onto your side, and that's
Okay.
what you tied him off onto. You guys sunk it in pretty deep.
Okay. Easy. Yeah, because I can throw that bitch 120 feet, so I can obviously throw that bitch pretty far.
Chomper grabs a hold of what looks to be like the longest bone in this pile of bones and begins forcing it into the sand. And gets it to where it feels sturdy, ties the rope off.
Alright, I think you guys are good.
Who goes first?
Does our weight come into play?
It does.
Yeah, but I don't
Oh,
like
shit. I weigh 220. Just throwing that out there.
You weigh 220?
Yeah.
Out of everybody, he's the lightest.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Well, everyone that's
Well,
back
yes.
on the other side.
Yes. Chomper obviously is the lightest.
80.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like
You're
maybe
actually
you
only
should
20 pounds
hold
less than
onto
me.
the rope just
Damn.
in case a little raccoon bite.
I have a name, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Chomper. Sorry. So yeah, try to hold that onto that while we go
I'll
across.
try my best.
Yeah. I mean, don't like kill yourself or anything, but you know.
Ace,
Okay.
being the lightest at 100 pounds, correct? You feel this rope. Feels a little solid.
Alright, guys. I guess I'm gonna give this a shot real quick. Start inching my way out here.
You take a step off of the cliff's edge. You dangle there for a second. And you kind of bounce, as this rope would be doing. And you begin to kind of crawl your way across this rope. As you do this, you get probably about 10 feet. And the side where Chomper is at, you feel begins to come loose.
I'm trying to hold it. It's not helping.
Chomper feels this rope beginning to let go from behind him, and as it happens, it pops out of the sand, and I'm going to need you to make an opposed strength check with disadvantage.
I'm gonna try and flap my wings. Get out of there. Go back.
You try to flap and they don't work.
Me and Salix and Luffy are holding onto the javelin to make sure that doesn't come out.
So I
Just
got
throw the javelin.
With a 12.
Or no, sorry, 7.
With a 7.
Yeah, it's even worse.
Chomper grabs a hold of this rope and feels the bone come loose, and because of how it pulled out, he goes to try and like twist the bone to where it's like a handle for him so he can hang on better, but it ends up twisting away from him, and now it's long ways slips. The rope slips off of the bone. He grabs a hold of this rope and begins being dragged into closer to the chasm.
I'm trying my best, but then I
Just
hear him
let
say
go!
let go, so then I just let go.
You let go, and Ace
Sorry, Ace.
begins to plummet into the chasm, still holding on to the rope.
Yeah.
And that is where we're going to end our episode. This has been Great Lakes D&D for episode numero dos. I am Devin, the Dungeon Master. Here, obviously, with the crew.
I am Joel. I play Chopper.
Shaggy and I play Ace.
Mason is Luffy.
I'm Josh, and I play Salix.
Sweet. This has been a good episode. And I'm sure we'll see you guys in the next one.
Please like and subscribe.
Please.
See you later.
We'll see you guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Doses.